Do you get frustrated that you're posting content every day, just like everyone tells you you should be, but then you're not getting the followers that you're looking for? Well, here's the big question. Are you worth following? Would you follow you? I'm Martin Meisenheimer, and this comes directly from Roshanda Pratt from her podcast, The Ro Show Live. I had the pleasure of interviewing Roshanda this past week in my social media. Check out that interview for more on becoming visible in your business on social media. So Roshanda, a couple days ago, interviewed a visibility expert, Dr. Jen Bennett, and here's what their conversation was all about. It was how to become a person worth following. See, everyone talks about influence, and everyone says how they want to become an influencer, and it's influence, influence, influence. But here's the thing. What you need to know is, regardless of who you are, where you're at in your business, what season of life you're in, you're already an influencer. We all are. It comes down to how you define influence. So for most people, they're looking at this term, they're looking at a whole lot of big, high producers, high profile folks online and saying influencer. So they start identifying influencer in their head with someone who speaks from stage, someone who's being followed by thousands or perhaps millions of people, and someone who, people know their name. All of this is misleading and can really put us on a different path than where we need to be. We all have this group of people that's already being influenced by us right now. Online, whether you know it or not, if you're someone who's posting content and participating in social media, people are already watching you. You got people watching, then you have influence. Even though we may not see the numbers we're looking for right away, in terms of likes, shares, comments, people are still watching. A great example to me this past week, somebody that I've been connected with in social media and I've met in person, was his birthday, so I just shot him a quick happy birthday message in my social media account. And he reached back, thanked me, and then he made a comment about how he's been watching my videos, and I had no idea. And he made a comment that indicated that, it was a nice compliment. I had no idea I was having any influence on him whatsoever, but it was happening. Just didn't realize it. So here's the other thing. Roshanda Pratt said, the mistake they make is, you have a choice in social media. You can be a consumer of social media content or a producer. And if you really want to build a big business online, you've got to shift from consumer to producer. That's where you need to be. You need to start thinking of yourself as your own little media company. That's what you do. No matter what the product or service is that you ultimately are trying to sell, you're a media company first. You're a marketer who happens to have this product, this service available if people want to buy. So beware of this. She said people are showing up in social media oftentimes sharing fake news stories, ranting and raving, venting. And if that's what you're doing there, be very careful, because that means that's your influence, and that becomes your brand. People start associating that with you. It's going to be a tough road to build your business that way. And she also made a comment that something she learned from somebody else. You can tell who somebody is by just looking at their past 6 most recent Instagram posts. You can tell who that person is by looking at their 6 most recent posts. See, here's the thing. People want influence, but they don't want the responsibility that comes with it. So be careful what it is you're putting out there. Come to social media instead with the mindset of, I'm here with a gift to serve, the gift of service, and you will, if you show up that way consistently over time and stay with it, you will build an audience. What about making money from, how does that happen? Well, if you want to make money, then being an influencer and being someone who's positive will lead to that sort of success. It will happen. But here's what goes on for most people. This is according to Dr. Jen Bennett again in the interview. She said, what happens for most people is the results don't come quick enough In their head, they have linked up how long this should take. And when it doesn't happen in the time frame that they've got laid out for themselves, they tend to quit. They quit before they get consistent with their message. See, that's the key. Doors aren't going to open for speaking gigs, and doors aren't going to open for people willing to open up their wallet to hire you for something until, that's the word, until. Until what? Well, we don't know, but for each person, it's going to be on their timeline, not yours. It takes time for people to realize that you are legit, that you are who you say you are. This is all about relationship building, and in no other part of your life, why would we expect our business relationship building to be different than our personal relationship building? Relationships take time to build, no matter whether it's personal or business. You got to be in it for the long haul. Visibility will get you there, but it comes down to one thing that I hammer every single day here. Consistency is the way. Again, consistency is the way. I hope this is valuable to you. I hope you got a lot from it. I sure did. It's a great interview. Again, it's Rashonda Pratt interviewing Dr. Jen Bennett on The Roe Show Live. The Roe Show Live. You find that online. Until next time, just know that I'll be rooting for your success.